Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone in the world, my fellow Tunisians. It is 12 noon now. That is 4 a.m. US Pacific time. So it is good morning over there and good evening to all our members, no matter wherever you're watching from. I'm broadcasting from Nigeria. Our local time now is 12 noon. My name is Amahaotu, broadcasting from Lagos, Nigeria. And our climate here now is rainy season. We're in rainy season. That's started since May, and they probably end in October. It may continue to November. Sometimes we have some rains also in December. So we have rain, and it has been a torrential rainfall here since 3 days now. So the weather is not very good. I hope my internet connection will still be functioning very well. So my brothers and sisters of TBC, I welcome you to a wonderful, beautiful day, in spite of the rain. Before I continue on my topic of today, I will remind us all that we are in the distribution phase of our journey towards our El Dorado, towards our target of having 1 billion members that can be verifiable members, and they can only be members, or anybody can be member of TBC, the Billion Coin, if you have paid your $10 admin fee. After receiving the wonderful cookies of 25,000 cookies, which admin fee has magnanimously and generously been dishing out to everybody. Can you imagine? And these 25,000 cookies is worth over $2,000, which is an enormous money for people like us in Nigeria. When you receive these 25,000 crinkles or cookies, it will first be converted to crinkles when we get to the redemption of the cookies. The redemption period, the next one is November. We just finished one in May. So in November is the next redemption period. So if you get your 25,000 crinkles now, or cookies now, it will not appear in your wallet because it has not been converted to real TBC money. Real TBC money is either crinkle or coins. The cookies is a free gift given to you that will be converted to money, real money, in November 2018 when we have the redemption period. So till then, you are welcome to TBC community, but you cannot function properly, you cannot be recognized as a TBC community member. For you to be recognized and for you to have other benefits apart from the 25,000 cookies which you have received, which you will redeem in November, you have to pay your $10 admin fees. That $10 is payment for two things. One is payment for your wallet, where you will keep your money. That one is one in a lifetime affairs. When you have paid that $10 admin fee, the number A of it is for the payment for your wallet, where you will now store your 25,000 crinkles when it is converted in November. That's your cookies. And the second reason why you are paying that same dollar fee is for your crinkle back office. Your crinkle back office is where all activities of TBC takes place, not in your wallet. Your wallet is for your money and for your transactions. But all other important activities of TBC take place in the crinkle back office. I think, let me go there now so that we begin to understand exactly what happens with your $10 admin fee. I'm sharing my screen now. I have to open the crinkle cash. So now you can see the crinkle cash, my own crinkle cash back office. You can see it. You see it, crinkle.cash. Now here you have every activity that takes place in TBC. It is here that you will have to go every day to take part in all activities and know what happens. That your $10 admin fee covers also this one. And now when you have paid that $10 admin fee, this button here called send button will be made available to you, and it is opened. And if you open that send button, you will see all sorts of menus, drop-down menu that is incorporated in that same button. You have same button meetings in English. This is the first same button meetings we have been having, and it is imperative for every member of TBC to attend these meetings on Monday, 7 a.m. US Pacific time. For those of us in Nigeria, it is our own 3 p.m. We have 8 hours difference between the South Pacific time and our own time in Nigeria. So an admin now, looking at the volume, the population of members of TBC all around the world, has realized that not everybody speaks and knows that not everybody speaks English. There are other very important languages in the world that people speak. So admin introduced the French same button meeting, and that one takes place on Tuesdays at the same 7 a.m. Pacific time. Recently, admin introduced the Hindi same button meeting that also takes place on Tuesdays by 7 a.m. US Pacific time. The Hindi is for people from India, because most of them don't speak English or understand English. So this language is, this same button meeting is introduced for them to attend the meeting. I think I jumped the French same button meeting, which was the second one that was introduced, the French one. You know that French is one of the biggest languages in the world, apart from, I think, Chinese. Then you have French, then you have Spanish, you have English, and all that. So you have the French, you have the Hindi, and now, starting from this coming week, Tuesday, admin has also introduced the Bengali same button meeting on the same Tuesday by 7 a.m. US Pacific time. So you see, when you are paid the $10 admin fee, you have all these advantages. You attend these same button meetings. In these same button meetings, you get to know exactly what TBC is all about. TBC is a world movement. It's not only money, it's a world movement, because when you interact with the members, when you attend these meetings, when you take part in all the activities in TBC, you begin to acquire knowledge that you don't normally get from schools. You don't normally get from the community where you live, but you get from interacting with people from all over the world. And TBC is a melting point for people of all over the world who have one singular aim. And that singular aim is to get away from poverty, run away from oppression by the rich and the mighty, and create wealth, abundance for everybody in the world. So this is a movement. It's not only money. It's guided by this one coin that everybody in the world will have, not minding where you come from. Politics has no place here. Boundaries, you have nothing. Color or race has nothing to do with this. We are all members of one indivisible community of the billion coin. So you see why it is absolutely necessary that you pay the $10 fee, so that you join and begin to enjoy these privileges of knowing other people, learning from them, learning exactly what TBC stands for, which is eradication of poverty and creation of abundance worldwide, globally, in the whole of our existing world. So, and when this is done, you will understand that people will be much, much more happy. People will be free. People will be able to undertake what their God has sent them here to undertake, and not be cowed into a corner, suppressed and humiliated and enslaved. So TBC makes this possible, and this is one of the things we enjoy, apart from the wealth you are going to have for being a member of TBC. So when you are on these same button meetings, you can see and you hear from the very good, able leaders of TBC, very, very knowledgeable men who have really taken their time to be in TBC for these two, and we're going towards the 10th year of TBC existence. These men have a lot of knowledge, at least of cryptocurrency, and TBC being as far as I'm concerned, the leading currency, because it does not fluctuate. It has a target of eradicating poverty. Others don't have any aim. They are just there for the purpose of people, capitalists having their money, playing around with it, goes up and down. But TBC has created a unifying currency for the whole world. So you see, it is absolutely necessary that you pay a $10 bill and become a member of the community. And when you are a member of the community, you have a lot of activities. Even before your 25,000 crinkles comes into your account in November, you can make more money. If you buy $100 crinkles, that can now appear in your own wallet. Now you have money in your wallet with which you can start making some transactions. You can now begin to broadcast. That's one of the things that every technician is advised to do. To begin to broadcast, because the world needs to hear our voices. They need to know who we are. They need to see that we are not cowed into a corner, that we are not restricted, that we are going to change this world in a very peaceful way. Not by fighting, not by doing any violence, but by creating our own economy, TBC economy. Economy based on one currency throughout the whole world. Private currency, it is peer-to-peer, private. If you want to enjoy it, you have to join us. You can't enjoy this currency without being a member of TBC. You have to join TBC, and that will give you the opportunity of enjoying this currency, of trading with people all over the world without having to convert your money, your hard-earned money, into another man's money, whose exchange rate you do not determine, but determined by the powers that be. Tomorrow they tell you that $1 is, for us Nigerians, $1 is almost 400 of our naira. Can you believe that? We work as hard as every American, but our own money has no value, because other people decide the value of our money. If we were to decide the value of our money will be at par with every other money in the world. And that is what TBC has introduced, and we are going to achieve in a very short time, within 1 or 2 years. By the time we get to 1 billion people, we have achieved that one unifying currency where nobody can be oppressed, where nobody can be degraded by exchange rate. You do a similar, equal work, you get equal money. You get the same money, the same value anywhere you go in the world. So you see, the TBC is the only way out of all the sufferings of the masses of this world. So by the time you join, you become a broadcaster, you speak, you broadcast to the world so that everybody will hear. In every corner of the world, we want everybody to hear about TBC. You will not say you didn't hear. If you don't follow, that is your problem, but you have heard. By the time we have, as admin has said it, we have 1 million broadcasters everywhere in the world. There's nobody in the world who will not say, I did not hear about it too. So if you did not hear, then it's because you shut your ears to it, not because there was nobody preaching to you or talking about it. So TBC is a currency that everybody in the world needs to have. And that is why it is very, very important. It is extremely important that when you join TBC, you get the free crinkles, you pay your $10 admin fee. You become a broadcaster. You become even a trusted seller. You can now begin to recruit other people. You buy some money and put into your wallet, because it is that money you begin to transact. Apart from that, whenever you do any job in TBC, you are rewarded. You see, that is the beautiful thing about TBC. That shows the kindness, the generosity of the admin. It doesn't say, now I've created this money, you go and work and try to broadcast and get more people. I've done my own job, you can do it. No, no, no. He even compensates you for recruiting people. When you recruit people, you get paid. You get cookies that will be converted to crinkles, which is pure money. When you broadcast, you are paid. You are given cookies that will be converted to money. When you attend same button meeting where you go to learn, where you are taught. In Nigeria, whenever you go to learn anything, you pay for it. You pay for learning. You pay. But in TBC, no. Admin has made it that the leaders are also very generous human beings and very kind human beings who give up their own time and energy to teach others. And then during the same button meeting, you are taught. You listen, you hear all the going on in TBC, the new things, the old ones, how systems are built and how you must keep to the system, because TBC is an organized community. It's not where you come and do whatever you like. It's not like the chaos we have in the whole world, where the elites, because of their struggle for power, have split the world into tiny, tiny bits they call countries. Even within the same countries, they still break them down to states and all that rubbish, just to divide and rule. In TBC, we have only one community. We are one, our voices are one, whatever we do are one. That is why we have a system. A system is inbuilt in TBC. You can't get it in any other cryptocurrency. None of them. Not Bitcoin, which started this cryptocurrency narrative. Not Litecoin, not Ethereum, not any of these other cryptocurrencies, because they are all out to make money. They are not there for the poor man. They are not there to help the downtrodden. They are there to enrich the already rich. That is why they fluctuate. The same way you convert dollar or pounds or naira or euro, or call it whatever name you like, the money, the same way you convert these cryptocurrencies. But TBC has shown them that no, there is another way out, another way to elevate the human being to the standard God has made him, another way to eradicate poverty. All this you learn during same button meeting, and still you are paid, you are given reward for attending same button meeting. You are given money, you are given crinkles and coins for attending same button meetings. So you see, and now admin has also gone further to make life simple, because that is the aim of this admin. He's a wonderful human being. His aim is to make life easy and enjoyable for everybody. And this is why he has introduced the billion coin. That's why if you broadcast, you are paid. You attend separate meeting, you are paid. You get new recruits, you are paid. And now to make it easy for transactions, especially for those who are new into cryptocurrency system or existence, that you don't need to bother yourself going to learn about cryptocurrency before you can know how to exchange your money with Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum before you pay your $10 admin fee. Admin has now established cash centers all over the whole world, everywhere. These are TBC members, able members, who, if you just give them their local currency, they will now pay your $10 bill to admin. Because normally the $10 bill is not paid in all these fiat currencies that are of no use. They are paid with either Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum. So for you to get this, before now, it used to be a heart-boggling, it used to be a stress. It used to be a stress, but now you don't need to stress yourself. The person who recruits you will introduce you to cash center. You go there, they tell you how much you pay, but don't forget, you have to pay 20% on top of whatever you are going to pay. on the top of the $10. Instead of $10, you pay $12 because the cash center has also to keep these cryptocurrencies in his account. He has to purchase them and there are fluctuations. So all these things are taken care of, and the admin has made it such a way that, like his normal way of doing things, he didn't just keep it open for cash centers to collect any amount they like from our new recruits or our members who want to do some transaction. He said no. For every transaction you do with cash center, you pay 20% on top, period. Because admin does not like unnecessary capitalism, does not like Sherlocking, and it doesn't like people just making money out of the poor ones unnecessarily. So he regulates everything. So you just pay 20% on top of whatever you want to use the cash center for, and the cash center will do your transaction for you. These are trusted members of TBC. They are people with very big reputations. They cannot disappoint you. They cannot play with you. They will do exactly what you have agreed to do with them. But don't forget, you are coming from a seller, a member too, who is a trusted person, and he's the one introducing you to the cash center. After a cash center deal, you go back to him and he will enlighten you. He will bring you into the flow of TBC. So you see, that is what the $10 stands for. It stands for a lot of advantages. If you are doing transactions, for example, with other cryptocurrencies or even fiat currencies, or even in your banks, for every transaction you make, you pay a commission. I just received money paid into my account yesterday, the bloody naira, and today the bank sent me an alert telling me that I have to pay commission of 50 naira. You see, for every transaction, even though I've been a member of this bank for more than 25 years now. But every small money transaction that comes in or goes out, they collect commission from you. But in TBC, it's not like that. Admin, being a very wonderful, generous, God-guided human being, has decided that no, for all your transactions you're doing, no commission is going to be taken because you are paying your $10 admin fee. Can you imagine $10? And some people do thousands of dollars transaction every day in TBC. Like those guys who did cash flow, and they for $200. Imagine. He didn't pay the commission for those transactions because he has paid his $10 admin fee. If he had to do that with a Bitcoin, he has to pay a lot of money. I remember when I bought my $10 admin fee Bitcoin, normally it should cost me not more than 4,000 or 5,000 naira. But I end up paying 25,000 naira to get $10 Bitcoin. 25,000. So you see that admin is a God-sent human being. And that is why we must always protect him. We must not allow people to delve into his existence. We don't want people to know who he is, because if they know, they will destroy this wonderful organization called TBC. Hence, it is very, very important that we keep the TBC, pay our $10 admin fee, attend the same button meetings, do our broadcasts, open up cash centers, and above all, we must do our cash flow. We must do cash flow. Cash flow is all that is very, very necessary, because By the time you are doing your cash flow, you are introducing TBC to other people who are outside TBC and want to join TBC. And you are recruiting people. While you are recruiting people, you are making money for yourself and you are learning how to progress the existence of TBC. We want to get to our 1 billion verifiable members in the next 1 or 2 years. And we can only do that by recruiting people. And that is why cash flow is very important. It's very important, and I think I must have to join the cash flow. I'm not making much cash flow because I've not had the time to attend the cash flow coaching. CFC, like our Randy, our able leader Randy will call it. He has established an institute for cash coaching now, and he only paid $10 per week. Somebody just told his story. A fellow Nigerian, how before he thought he could not get people, recruit people because the people do not want to understand, and for one reason or the other they don't understand him. But now he knows that the fault was from him himself because he didn't know how to go about it. So if you go to cash flow coaching of Randy or of Randy Williams or any of our able leaders like Stephen Coffey, you will learn how to go about cash flow. You will learn how to approach people and know how to ignite their interest in TBC, in cryptocurrency generally, because more than 99% of the world don't even know what cryptocurrency is all about. So when you come with TBC now, I mean, it's a story. So there must be a way to introduce it to them, and cash flow is there to get you started. Admin has made and introduced tools for us to use in cash flow. And Randy Wilson has now internalized it, has even now systemized it that it can coach people and people will learn how to do cash flow and teach their own downline. So with this now, I think I have to come to an end of my today's broadcast because I have only 30 minutes and hope to see you tomorrow, God willing, when I will go into the next broadcast. But please, to close, the blog is where you hear from the admin directly and where you see the videos of our very important leaders that our admin has decided to post. So blog is the home that all of us belong to. You must go there every day. You must go there every day, read it, study it, internalize it, memorize it, and make it part of you so that when you are talking to new recruits, you know what you are talking about. Please, blog is a very important, I think the most important place to visit every day. When I come to my office in the morning, I put on my internet, the first place I go is to the blog. To be frank, even in the night, I use my handset and go to the blog and see what admin is saying for the day. There you'll be energized, there you'll be spiritually uplifted to do your job of recruiting, of distributing our free credentials to people. So blog is very, very important. Please let us go to it every day and study it. As Stephen Covey will always advise, you say, be a student of the blog, be a student of the blog, not a reader. Don't just browse through it and then, no. You read it, you study it, you sit down and contemplate what you have read and see how it will change not only your life, but the life of the downtrodden people of this world. Thank you very much. God bless you. See you again tomorrow. Bye for now.